everybody. Coach Jennie here, and here for another episode of Coach Jennie Live. I'm super excited that you're here. If you're here, say hello so I know that you're here. I would love to be able to see you. That would be awesome. Okay, I'm done clicking on the screen. I want to talk to you today about a question I ask in my onboarding materials. I ask this question as people are signing up to book a call with me, or as I'm meeting somebody at a networking event. I ask this question a lot because it's a really important question. Why now? Why are you talking to me now? Why is it time for you to listen to this video? Why is it time for you right now to choose to get out of your own way? It's an important question because a lot of us feel like, oh, well, I just ran into you, I met you, or somebody told me about your book, Coach Jennie, so I thought I would, check it out. But the timing has nothing to do with when I come into your world. The timing is all about what's going on in your world. You see, it's really, really important that you know whether or not now is the time for you to get out of your own way and do something about all of the sabotage that you're putting yourself through, or not. The truth is that the work I do with people and the work that you're going to do with yourself if we work together is really complicated. It's really challenging work, right? It's deep personal development work to decide, you know what, I'm kind of tired of my own BS. I'm tired of listening to all of this noise. I'm tired of my own excuses. I'm sick and tired of the fact that I'm not getting where I want to be. And I know I could be doing so much more. I know that I'm on the precipice of just really great things, but I keep squandering it away. I keep screwing it up because I can't, for some reason, no matter how hard I try, I can't get out of my own way. And now I'm ready to do something about it. It's that readiness moment. And it's not even like you have to wait for something to come along externally to say, you are now ready. Let me roll out the red carpet and tell you that this is your time. No, it's that decision. It's the decision that today is the day that you're going to say, enough already. I'm so tired of my BS. I'm not going to play this game anymore. What got me here isn't going to get me where I want to go. I'm moving far slower than I want to. Enough already. I'm ready to do something about it. Why now? Because I can't have another yesterday tomorrow. Because this going about life, doing the same things with the same habits and the same BS is keeping me exactly where I'm at, making just tiny little incremental upgrades to my life and business, but not really taking me to that next level. And that needs to happen. Now, I can't force this decision on you, but I can tell you that it's just that, a choice, a decision that you get to make anytime you want to. You're kind of going through life and going through biz, kind of making things happen, and it's today is a Monday when I'm taping this. It's another Monday morning, another week ahead, another week I'm dreading. Even though I got into business to do all these great things, I don't expect anything special out of this week. That's on you. That's on you because you're deciding this week is going to be just like all the others, where I let myself down. I don't want you to do that anymore. I want you to decide that you're worth it. You're worth the effort. You're worth the discomfort. You're worth pushing through this and saying, you know what? Now is the time for me to get out of my own way. Now, here's the good news, bad news. The good news is it really is just that simple. It's a decision you make. One time, I'm going to make this decision. Now we're in. The bad news is then you have to make that decision again tomorrow and the next day and the following day. You see, it's not like, suddenly you just say, hey, I'm going to call up a life coach or a business coach. I'm going to send them a bunch of money. They're going to solve all my problems for me before my head hits the pillow. And pish posh, I'm all done. I wish it worked that way. I wish I had a pill that tasted like chocolate that would just suddenly make you no longer hear Hilda in your head. You would no longer hear your inner naysayer. You would no longer sabotage yourself. If I had that, I'd be so flippin' rich. But anyway, that's beside the point. If I had that pill that tasted like chocolate, we'd all take it. But it doesn't exist. It simply doesn't exist, nor should it, frankly. The only thing that exists is you and me and you deciding that it's time for you to get out of your own way. It's time for you to stop with all of this BS and all of this tap dancing around the fact that you're just not making things happen like you could. Now, when I say stuff like that, sometimes people take it the wrong way. They kind of get rubbed the wrong way. It's like really uncomfortable to face the fact that the problem isn't that you don't know enough. And the problem isn't that all these other things are happening, that the problem might be you. I am not saying the problem is you. Please hear this. You are not the problem. Hilda is the problem. This whole thing is not your fault, right? It's not your fault that you're struggling. It's not your fault that you're not getting where you need to be. It's Hilda's fault. And so what we have to do is learn how to understand Hilda and all of her naysaying ways and do something about it. Call her out on her BS. Call her out on all of this nonsense. Decide to at least spend a little less time with her and shorten and shorten and shorten the amount of time that she is able to pull the puppet strings on you. That's what I do. That's what I can help you with. And I'm so excited that I have the opportunity every day to come here on YouTube and press a little blue button and poof, I'm live and I can talk to you. However, I myself have been I've been sabotaging myself. I haven't been showing up consistently. I poked and prodded at this because it's just not perfect yet. I got a little feedback from somebody I absolutely adore that was really positive feedback on how I could take the program to the next level, how I could make this even better. And as soon as I figured out how to do that, I was like, oh crap, that got harder. And now that it's a little harder and a little more complicated, takes a little more planning, I didn't show up all last week. So this is me also saying you never just get over this. You have to get up the next morning and decide I'm going to get out of my way yet again. And that's what this is, right? It's deciding to get out of my way yet again. And that's what you're going to have to do every single time that you slip back into these behaviors that keep you small. I don't want that for you, and I don't want that for me. It's time to do something about that. So that's what we're here for. So slap on some makeup if you need to, and pick up the flippin' phone. I truly want to help you. And if I'm not the right coach for you, I'm not the guide you're looking for. I have been in this field for almost 12 years. I know pretty much the creme de la creme of the coaching world. I'll be happy to point you in their direction. But if you are interested in getting out of your own way, if you're interested in silencing Hilda once and for all and figuring out how do we shut her up long enough to get on with the business of changing the world, I can help. That is what I am doing. Diane says, yet again. She's quoting me, yet again. Yes! Yes. It's so frustrating, right? This is a constant process. English. Constant process of pushing ourselves to really dig deep and do the things that we know we need to do. It's so easy to let things slide. It's so easy to let things go. And I don't want that for you. So if you would like to book a call with me, that's a step one, okay? All you need to do is, I'll put the links in the show notes below, so click on the show notes below. But if you go over to my website at coachjennie.com, you'll be able to get all the details you need about booking a free call with me. You and I will get on the phone. I will ask a bunch of questions that are none of my freaking business. We'll figure out why now is the right time for you to get out of your own way. And I'll tell you a little bit about my coaching program. Now, I'm one of those people that doesn't have any secrets anywhere. You can dig through my website and find out the pricing and the schedule and all the details you could possibly want. But if you have questions for me, feel free to drop them here, drop them below. Send me an email at jennie@coachjennie.com. I'm a wide open space. Let's see here. So Diane says, some days will be better and some days will be tougher. The point is to keep going. Am I right? You're absolutely right. That's exactly it. Some days are a lot easier than others. Some days you get up, you got that excited mojo feeling. Some people have that on Mondays. Some people have it on Fridays, sometimes in between. And you feel like, okay, I know that today is the day I'm going to be able to get this stuff done. My priorities are on point. My priorities are the right priorities. They're the ones that move my business and move the needle for me forward. And you feel like you hit the pillow with that sense of accomplishment. And other days you feel like you've been staring at a blank screen, poking around on social media. You've been busy all day, but you haven't accomplished a damn thing. It varies, right? And so one of the reasons that my program is so powerful is we're pushing each other and holding each other accountable. And you're not going this alone. You're not going through this alone. Solopreneurship is pretty solo sometimes, right? It can be very isolating to be by yourself, thinking up all this stuff. Your spouse is kind of tired of hearing about it, so you keep it to yourself and you kind of bite your lip about how challenging this can be. Sometimes this stuff is really hard. Sometimes it's really hard to motivate yourself and keep going when there's nobody around in your apartment or your home or your office. It's just you. And if you don't do anything, it doesn't actually impact anybody but you. And when that's the case, that's when you can start saying, well, it's not really the right time for me to push through that. I'm calling BS on that. I'm ringing the bell. The time is now. So that's what I got for you guys today. I will be back tomorrow. Coach Jennie Live is back 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. That's 12:30 Eastern time. So for all my folks back east, grab your lunch, grab a sandwich, come on over to YouTube, watch me live, ask me questions. There's a lot more where this came from. And I have a lot of really exciting topics coming up this week that I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about how to approach things so they don't feel like a chore, but they feel like an opportunity. I want to talk to you a little bit about how Yoda was actually wrong. That whole try thing is actually very valuable. And, do or do not, there is no try. I'm throwing a lot of hot water on that idea. And a lot more is to come from there. So thank you so much for being here. Now get out of here. Tell Hilda to shut up because Hilda must be stopped. Bye now.